Everybody love his dad coming to you with another international game. It is going to be Invictus Gaming versus Evil Geniuses. This is the second game. First game going the way of Invictus Gaming. Played a really good early game, good middle game, and just a solid action from Invictus Gaming all around. Anyways, so what are the bans? We have the usual. We have Lycan, Mega Siren, Darkseer, Nature's Prophet, Shen, and Enchantress. So EG really doesn't want to give Invictus Gaming that pushing power, getting the creeps, pushing in, early ganking power. They can come off the Troll Warlord, the Ursa Clap, the Centaur Stun. It's just really powerful. And Invictus now are going to pick up the Lone Druid. Lone Druid was played by Evil Geniuses last time, and they're going to get themselves the Invoker. So this is Evil Geniuses' last matchup. It was they did have the Lone Druid and the Invoker. But Evil Genius is going to pick himself up a Rubik, and that's going to be the first pick. And I think maybe they're trying to steal something. They must anticipate that there's going to be some big ultimate that's going to be coming out from Invictus Gaming. But picking up Rubik first means Invictus Gaming knows. Well, I mean, Rubik gets banned out so often. I don't know. First pick, I don't know. They probably could have waited on that one. But I guess they really wanted him. Make sure they don't give it to Invictus Gaming. And they're going to take the Morphling. Okay. So Morphling and Enigma. So EG is going to take the Morphling this time. Lone Druid is picked up by Invictus Gaming. So it is a backwards matchup, except for the Rubik and Enigma. Those are the new heroes in this best of three. Let's see what Invictus Gaming is going to pick up. They have an Enigma, so it's going to be a huge team fight. Evil Geniuses really need to start pressuring their early game. They need to start making sure that, I mean, IG just did a really good job of making EG feel uncomfortable, and that is what it was allowed them to spiral the match into their favor. With Enigma, though, that is huge ganking potential in your jungle. So I hope that they're able to use that. If they can get some kills on Morphling, Morphling can get big enough in the mid game. He'll be a big enough force that it should be interesting to watch, and they may be able to turn the tide in their favor. If they don't and they get focused down on, it is going to be a little bit of a problem. So Bounty Hunter is going to be picked up. That means that they're going to try to get farm on Lone Druid and Invoker as much as they can. That means Bounty Hunter is going to have to be near either Invoker or Lone Druid. They probably, if they can get an early kill with track, that may spiral Lone Druid's farm out of control. If they bait EG to come in, get off a bunch of tracks, and take a team fight, that pushes things in their favor a huge deal. So track is going to be used strategically as much as possible, and that's what you're going to see. That is the power that comes with a Bounty Hunter, and that's what he really should be used for. That track gold, you just put it. You can get it on 4 heroes in a team fight, even 5 if you got it at level 3, and you can and they're kind of just middling around outside of your base or something like that. You can get it on a lot of heroes, so you want to spam that spell off, and that is where Bounty Hunter is most powerful. Because if you think about it, you go in with Bounty Hunter, you try to initiate, what's going to happen? You can pop out of Invis, and bam! Focused. Stunned and killed. He's quite squishy. The Janata is a good amount of damage, plus the Shuriken Toss is a good amount of damage, I'll give you that, but he can be focused down on really easily, and if he doesn't get... And if you're in like a more skilled match where there aren't going to be roaming supports roaming in the middle of nowhere, like there aren't going to be here, Bounty Hunter really can't pick anyone off. So it's a big pickup from IG, and it spells for a certain strategy that they may be looking for. Lone Druid does need a ton of farm. He needs that Radiance really early, especially before Morphling can do anything to him. But let's see if they're going to try to answer something to the bear. They can lock down the bear with both Enigma and Rubik, but they don't have burst damage to take him down. And the bans out here are going to be Broodmother, actually. Broodmother would hold Invictus Gaming down. It would hold them down into a lane, so they're going to look to be more mobile and make sure that they don't lose their lane control. That is why they banned out Broodmother. Although it would be kind of interesting, like, if you put... They already have Lone Druid, and they already have Invoker, and Bounty Hunter, so... They definitely wouldn't be picking up Broodmother, but they're a little bit afraid that Evil Geniuses was, even though they already picked up a Morphling, and they have an Enigma in the jungle. That would actually be an interest. I would be surprised if they actually picked up Broodmother, but it might be possible. Anyways, the Shadow Shaman is going to be banned out as well as Venomancer. Shadow Shaman is a great support, used a lot by the Chinese teams, a little bit less by the other side, the Western teams. He's really good with the Shackle. He's got a Hex that is 2 heroes that can be taken out of the team fight immediately if you're able to do that. Now we're going to go into the final picks. Going to see where the game is really going to shape up and how they're going to play, how Evil Geniuses is going to decide to play out their game. Also with IG still has a lot of options open. They do need some more dedicated carries. You know, like Crystal Maiden, Vengeful Spirit, Venomancer has been banned out. Tidehunter is going to be the pickup, so that's massive, massive, massive team fight. They're really going to, EG is going to press as much of a team fight as they can. Level 6, they're going to be moving around as much as they can. Leshrac is going to be picked up. He's been really powerful. He's great support because he has a ton of team fight potential and he can take down towers pretty easily. I wonder if, yeah, pick up Sand King. That'd be funny. Sand King would not be a good pickup, but could you? No, there's no way you could pick up a Sand King here. They already have a Blink Initiate with Tidehunter, but they do need a more dedicated support like a Shadow Demon, something like that. Rubik, yeah, it's going to be Crystal Maiden with the dedicated support. Rubik going to be playing secondary support. Tidehunter, perhaps either Tidehunter or Rubik can play sort of semi-carry role. Enigma is also kind of a semi. Well, he's going to be getting this. I guess he could be in the second position for farm early on, and then it could be between like Rubik and Tidehunter. Yeah, the main Steamer farm is going to be pushed out, but it looks like it's going to be a 4 ganking 1 strategy. EG is going to try to take control of the mid game, of the early game, and that would allow them to spiral with their Morphling. And that is what Invictus Gaming, that is the same strategy Invictus Gaming used last game. So 4-hero team fight is what they're going to go with, and is going to be Sand King answering back with Invictus Gaming. They do have a lot of AoE team fight available to them with Leshrac and Sand King, plus Invoker can do a good amount of AoE damage as well. Bounty Hunter is going to be accelerating the farm. Let me pull up my last hits here, as is traditional. And, let me stretch. EG Fear, he's going to be playing the Morphling. Bulba is going to be playing the Rubik. We have Tidehunter played by Demon. He's going to be probably taking the solo lane. Maliki is going to be taking his Enigma into the jungle. We have Universe going to be playing the hard support on Crystal Maiden. We have Zhou. He's going to be playing the Lone Druid. Chuan is on Sand King. We have Faith. Going to be playing the Leshrac. And YYF, he is going to be playing on the Bounty Hunter. And in the mid lane, we have Ferrari's Invoker. We all love Ferrari's Invoker. Shout out to Alex, Garfield, and Scooter. I have no idea who that are. Maybe I should know, but I do not know. Anyways, I'm feeling good. Feeling good about this match. I'm going to keep casting for 12 hours. I don't know if I can do that. But maybe I'll get myself some viewers. Maybe I'll get myself some recognition. Maybe people will like me. I just want people to like me. Anyways, we're just middling around right now. We have defensive wards going to be placed out here by IG. They want to get as much farm of the Lone Druid, keep them as safe as possible. I do not think EG warded this well. No, they did, actually. They did ward this well. I'm actually going to hide it behind this little guy right here. So it is probably going to be, actually, we're going to have a Rubik solo lane and a, alright, so I don't know what they're doing with these lanes right now. I can't even predict. Crystal Maiden supporting Fear in the middle lane? I don't know. I do not know. Ferrari is actually not going to do too bad against I don't think Morphling in an Invoker lane is too bad, but the Crystal Maiden is going to push things a little bit in their favor, which is good. Although you can see that there's a lot of damage that can come out from Invoker early on. That one hit and take out a good chunk of his health points. Oh, they're going to go on early. Frostbite going to push himself back. It's a tri-lane up top. We got Faith, a sort of semi-tri-lane, because we have Enigma and Chuan in the jungle. Enigma's down bottom lane. Get my things right here. They do have a full tri-lane up here on top. That is going to be Bulba actually taking the solo lane, as well as Demon taking the solo lane. And it is going to be mid lane is going to be Duo And Malk's going to sit himself in the jungle, actually taking the safer jungle on the Radiant side, making sure he doesn't have anything to worry about, but I really don't think so because it's only a solo lane in the bottom, and it is going to be YYF versus Tidehunter, and it's not too bad, actually. I mean, YYF can come in with his Janata, deal a little bit of damage, smoke himself out, should be able to do fine against this Tidehunter, I think. Until Tidehunter gets Ravage. Once Tidehunter gets Ravage, if that is early on, then Bounty Hunter is going to have a ton of trouble in lane. Probably going to go down if he tries to go up against Tidehunter with a Ravage. Fear is now level 2. He's got 6 less hits, 8 less hits on Tidehunter, 7 on the Lone Druid, and Ferrari having a little bit of trouble with 3 less hits, but that is kind of expected. And we have an answer back from his Cold Snap with Crystal Maiden, actually dealing a lot of damage. They're going to try to go in. This might be First Blood. One more right click is going to be able to do it, and do get First Blood. Fear gets First Blood, but he's getting a lot of damage from the tower. Do not die from the tower, man. Get out of there. Go back to base. Heal yourself up, dude. Oh, no. Chuan is here. Chuan! Oh, I think he might have actually been able to take out Crystal Maiden or something. If Fear was there, if that was Fear, Chuan would have been able to do it. He did get himself a nice haste rune. But that was dangerous, actually. Chuan was very safe there. And that was dangerous for EG. But First Blood goes down. Fear has to get himself back to base. He is now morphing himself back up into agility. I would laugh at a Sunstrike right now. But I don't think he's building that here. He's going Quaswell, so we don't have to worry about that global presence. Ferrari's going to try to do the team fight sort of thing. And this bottom lane's looking out pretty fine. Malk doing fine in his jungle. He's really not going to be pressured. It's going to take a little while, and if they do pressure in, that leaves Lone Druid, because they would need one of these heroes to go down. That leaves Lone Druid a little bit open to Bulba. Bulba actually, he's got nothing right now, so his tri-lane's working out great against him. But it looks like Rubik this game is really going to be all about a telekinesis. And his spell steal, I don't really know. Let's see. Not exact. Actually, the magic damage from Sand King might be able to be blocked by his no field, but we'll have to see what he decides to skill, if he's even to be able to get enough, if he's even able to get enough farm and enough experience to get that up to a respectable level where it will make sense. So EG doing what they do best. They're trying to play aggressive, and they do get 1 kill. They need to continue it, though. They can't let up. They do have to continue with more kills. Make sure that IG do not feel powerful. If IG feels like they are, if IG doesn't feel vulnerable, then EG are not going to be in a good position. But if IG feels vulnerable, if they can get kind of confused, and they kind of make sure that they keep them out of lanes, they keep them kind of guessing as to what EG is doing, EG will be able to gain the advantage. But IG, they do doing well in this tri-lane up in the top. They're not getting kills, but they have moved Rubik out of here, making sure that Rubik gets nothing. I don't even know where Rubik is going right now. He's just, I don't even know what he's doing. He's looking for someone, maybe. Making sure that he doesn't want to get ganked from the side. Perhaps that is the thing he's trying to do. He still has 59 experience points, so there's a tough lane for him. We have YYF coming in a little bit further right now. He has to be careful, though, because Malk is now level 5, and one more level and he's going to be killed. He's going to come in with Bounty Hunter. This may be a little bit dangerous right now. And Tidehunter is nowhere to be seen, though, so YYF is safe. They need Tidehunter here if they're going to be able to get off a gank on YYF. No reveal, but if he revealed himself, actually they have the Radiant. They know this is happening. And they're just like, yeah, we see you. Oh, sorry, no, now they put down. No, that was the Sentry Ward, and they put down something else. Yeah, they're like, yeah, we know you're here. You're not going to be able to win on that one. Although Rubik is going to be focused down on, he's going to eat a Burrow Strike with a Split Earth, and that's going to be the end of Bulba. Action on Bulba. Fear taking a little bit of damage from the tower, actually. Probably can't, doesn't really want to just escape. Can't take too much. Oh, Crystal Maiden gets another kill, and Ferrari to answer back. EG trying to make something happen, trying to make IG trying to make something happen, but EG answering back, making sure that they know that they cannot do that. They have to play it safe. They have to be careful, though. They're going to get this tower, and actually that tower is not going to be the Dio tower is not going to be focused down at all. They do get the tower. No last hit on No last hit on Lone Druid. But Fear, what's he doing in this middle lane? He's got 5 levels versus 5 levels on Invoker. He's got 30 last hits, and actually it is only Lone Druid who is anywhere near the number of last hits. So it looks like EG is doing a good job of farming, although it's coming back down with that kill, and the experience is going the way of EG as well. But Joe, he's not going to go for a Naked Radiance. He does have an Ice Scotty up on the bear, trying to slow down. Yeah, keep Bulba back from here. Bulba's just gonna get nothing this whole game. He's probably gonna have to throw away this lane sooner. He's just not gonna be able to stand in it at all. He's getting still no experience. 77 versus 59, which he had like 5 minutes ago. He has to be very careful against a level 6 Lone Druid. And Lone Druid just going to continue to get free farm. They need to be able to get a gank off on this one, but they are concerned with their middle lane, and perhaps they're just trying to keep more pressure on Ferrari. Ferrari has looking up for his phase boots. Not there quite yet. We have a Wraith Band, or a Ring of Aquila, finished up on the Morphling. And Crystal Maiden doesn't have much, just has herself a salve. It's to be expected. Crystal Maiden never gets anything. Malk now, he's level 6, going to look for some action up here on the top lane. YYF does need to be careful. We have a level 7 Tidehunter and a level 6 Enigma. This could be a huge team fight potential. They are going to deal a good amount of damage to the tower. Leshrac coming in, but EG going to back off from that one. And teleport up in here to this lane if they can pop off a surprise over here on Chuan. Although Chuan's going to look for it. EGD, we're going to find out Chuan. Chuan knows he's in a bad place. Going to pop off the Ravage. Going to look on Zoe. Zoe's going to go down. And now Chuan's just going to try to back himself away. He really wants to escape from this. And Morphing Battles Invisor. And they're going to be able to get away. They are going to be able to get away with that one. So good kill on the Lone Druid. That is what EG needed. And that is actually the same thing that Invictus did to EG. Getting some kills on the Lone Druid. They're getting kills on the right heroes as well. So Ferrari going down as well as Joe. And they got good levels on the heroes that need it. Tidehunter and Enigma. I mean, not so needed, but getting them into the mid-game faster than the opponent is a great advantage. And we have Ferrari down here with YYF. And there's only Demon down here. Demon's going to push back Ferrari. We have to teleport in. It is going to be Bulba. He's now... Where did he get level 5? Maybe I was missing out on something. Oh, I must have been missing out on experience and not reading it right. He is level 5. And he's going for the Fade Bolt. Soon to be level 6. YYF is still in here. No wards, though, so they don't see him. And it looks like they just wasted the time of Faith and Ferrari. And they're going to look in. They can probably go in and finish off this tower. Tidehunter going in and buying himself. Actually, he has mana boots right now. Good farm on everyone right here from the EG side. Oh no, YYF is not going to get caught off right now. Malk is going to pop off the Maleficent. They're actually going to back off. They don't wait until the Tidehunter ravages up before they try to take a team fight. Sand King is going to come in. Chuan is here. And Invoker is back in the middle lane to deal with Fear. Fear had 52 last hits. Actually, Enigma is out farming him in terms of last hits, but not in gold because those are creep kills. Those are jungle kills rather than lane kills, to give a little bit more experience, a little bit more gold. They're going to even up the towers. Rubric destroys the tower, gets the last hit on that one. He did need a little bit of farm. Does he have level 6 yet? Yeah, he does not have level 6 yet. They're going to pressure in this tier 2 tower, and they're going to telekinesis up YYF, pull him in just a little bit. YYF is going to put himself invisible and get himself away. And Ferrari is going to be coming in. They're going to look for a team. Actually, he's just going to get the haste rune and make sure that they don't give that away to EG. Backing himself out, Sand King is going to be here to scout this out. They do know that that EG is coming in. Really have to be careful. Ferrari may be focused on, but he should be able to get away, and he knows this is happening, so he really can't get caught off right now. Ravage is here, and she just doesn't want to get caught out. Just back yourself away, man. Back away. I think EG has this team fight if they really want to press it. They do need to get a Tidehunter ultimate. That would be good, and a Black Hole. If they can get both of those, there's a team fight, and they're grouped up right now. Ooh, there are so many of them here, but they have Lone Druid coming into the battle. They have Demon gonna be. Oh no, he's gonna go down. The Ravage has to be popped off, and the black hole is YYF. They get a lot of this for this waveform's gonna come through. Crystal Maiden ultimate, so much damage. 4 heroes down. Now Lone Druid has to get himself away. This is a team fight that EG wanted. This is a team fight that EG needed. Excellent black hole here from Malk. And a waveform plus Crystal Maiden ultimate. Tidehunter Ravage really wasn't on point, but it set up for what they wanted. That was a great team fight there going the way of EG, but the bear hitting another lucky entangling root. Joe respawning his bear. He's actually caught in his respawn and some creeps. If only you could kill the creeps. If only I could get rid of these creeps and get out of this. Anyways, they do get the middle tower. That gives them a tower advantage. They do need to get the top tier 1 tower to get some advantage in terms of the jungle. And that would set up nicely for them. Here we go. YYF is here. He's Fear does not see him, but YYF sees him. I don't really think I've seen any track kills either. Actually, there's only been 1 kill on the way of IG, so EG doing a good job here. Looking pretty strong. Joe, what is his farm looking like? Actually, is a good farm, so that's a problem. Even though they took all the team fight, they really want to make sure Joe doesn't get out of control. He is not going naked. He's going to wait a little bit on his Radiance if he's going to go that build. It may be an alternative build, though. He may be going for something else, and Demon is coming in here. They are smoked up. They want to get a kill on Joe. Joe is bagging himself away. I don't know if he saw this. I don't know if he knows what he's doing, but he's now putting himself in a difficult position. There are 4 heroes right here, and I don't think that IG really know where they're coming from. Demon really wants to get this kill, though. Oh, he needs to hit off a gush like the rest of the teams here. If they're going to do this, it's going to be a team fight. They don't have their team fight abilities up. They have the bear is going to get a nice thing. We have Burrow Strike coming in. That's going to put Malk. Malk is going to be stunned up. He's going to be able to get himself away. EMP is popped off. Faith is going to be focused down on. I think Faith is going to go down to this. Faith goes down. We have Leshrac is going to be lost, but Malk is going to be the answer for that one. He goes down. That was a track kill, and we have track now up on Demon. Boba has to get himself away. Joe is trying to look for a kill. We have Ravage is now popped off. Going to hit a couple of heroes. We have Dust coming out. And Joe is actually looking pretty bad right now. Crystal Maiden trying to deal enough damage. They do take down Joe. And they just get Malfest. So that was a good fight for the way of EG because they did get a kill on Joe. They did lose themselves Enigma, but that's not too much of a problem. They got a kill on Joe, and they did defend their tower. And they picked up a kill on the Shrek as well. So EG playing their game, playing their strengths. And this is where they feel comfortable. This is what they wanted. They just needed to get the huge team fight. And making sure that IG doesn't feel comfortable. And you can kind of see the IG's a little like, oh no, what if we go in? Do they have their things up? But is it there? You know, can we do it? And when they decided to go, and they did make a couple good stuns. Getting Malk and Tidehunter at the same time was great, but they weren't able to take him out due to the mech. The mech? What was the heal? I saw that there was a heal. They have a mech, and Tidehunter actually picking up a headdress. Actually, they're going to the tower. They do feel comfortable. And invisibility rune now up on Tidehunter. But yeah, Boba, what does he steal? He steals himself a sandstorm, so just keep him invisible. Probably not the ability that he wanted. Track, as you can see, up on 2 heroes. Gonna show them where they are, make sure that they can't initiate and surprise IG. Going with the smoke. They really want to get themselves Fear. Fear has been doing a good job farming. He has his Ghost Scepter finished up. Once he gets that Ethereal Blade, he becomes a huge problem. And they're going to look for him. Are they going to be able to go? They're going to start it off here. Right now, they need some kind of a stun. They need to lock him down. They need to stun him up. And they're going to have to, Chuan is going to have to be the one to do it, but Fear is going to figure out something is fishy here. Something ain't right. I'm going to get out of here. Going myself into the woods. And that is a wasted effort here from IG thus far. But look at this. 23 seconds up. We have Black Hole is ready. So the EG is ready for yet another team fight. IG is going to back themselves off. They are not comfortable in that situation. And now Fear is now together yet again, roaming as 5. They're going to push in this bottom tier 2 tower, and I wonder how far they're going to go. If they're going to try to make it and just take even more map control for themselves, they should have the power to be able to deal damage to the tower. It is, Lone Druid is here. His bear is kind of low. They're going to send in the bear. Going to hope for entangling roots up on Demon. I have a lag. Stop lag. All right, there we go. The bear goes down. Not able to get an entangling root. Probably going to respawn the bear. I think I heard it go up. And they're not going to defend this tower. So IG really not comfortable with their team fight. Really not comfortable facing EG. EG taking the map control that they need. Going to put pressure now on the Lone Druid. Same thing. Same game, basically, from the last one, except the tides have been turned. And look at this, EG going a little bit too far. This may be risky. This is very risky, actually. They have to back themselves out of this. They really don't want to lose this. I think they just wanted to make sure that the rest of the team was up in here. We have Malkus here. He does have his black hole, but the EMP is going to be popped off, and it's actually going to hit Enigma, but he still has enough. And the Mana Boot's going to regenerate all that mana. And Fear is able to continue farming. He's getting ever closer to that recipe that he needs to finish up his Ethereal Blade. Once he gets that, there should be team fights galore. Yeah, EG ganking to protect one. Actually, I don't even need to protect him because he's coming into the team fights. He is ready. He has been in some of the big ones too. His waveform through a black hole deals a ton of damage. Crystal Maiden ultimate, not to be overlooked. Pushing in the tier 2 tower, they don't really want to lose this tower because that means they lose even more map control, but they really can't team fight this, so they are just going to give up the map control. It is going to have to be Lone Druid playing a smart game and going with the smarter build. He's going with the Mjolnir build. Try to get something more powerful early on for team fights and faster attack speed. Mjolnir. I don't think anyone knows how to say that right. Man, this casting stuff makes you a little bit lightheaded. Oh, look at that. EMP popped off right when they get in. Fear is going to be farming thins up. Not too much of a problem right there. Demon on the top lane by himself. Feeling comfortable. Feeling confident. He doesn't even have a TP scroll to get out of this. Just trying to look up, finish up his pipe. The pipe would pretty much negate Sand King from doing anything important in the team fights. And that is what they want. But IG is going to come in, pressure on this middle tower. EG going to come in here. Bulbo looking in here. He has track. Setting that off on Ferrari. Very, very smart game being played on both sides. IG, they try to deal damage to the tower. They go in, save their top tower. They are on the back foot here. They have to play EG's game of sort of, you control this. So they have to sort of, so EG says, you're going to be doing this because we are putting you there. And they have to, IG really have to obey. They don't have the control available to be able to stop this. And Fear is fearless right now. And he's going to go right himself in, replicate himself out, and just sort of like a mental thing. Like, look at me, I can stand right here for you. I'm not afraid of you. You can't get me. I'm the gingerbread man. I'm going to take this top tier 1 tower. They're going to go into the top tier 2 tower. That gives them so much control. They have control of the jungle now. And Lone Druid really needs that jungle. Needs some form of farm. He's still not a presence in team fight. And they do melt that tower down bottom lane. The Mjolnir is up on him. I think they're going to purchase up something in this shop. And TP scroll. They do lose this tier 2 tower. And I think EG has enough TPs to come back. If Lone Druid continues to stay down this lane, it's going to be risky because they have to worry about this tier 3 tower. IG really doesn't want to group up to this. They know that Ravage is up. They know that Black Hole is up, and they're gonna track Tidehunter so that he can't surprise them in any way. But it doesn't really need to surprise when you just beat down the tower straight in. YYF coming in, probably trying to bait it out, with the bear, and that's what they really want to do. But EG's not falling for it. EG's not falling for the bait. EMP Tornado coming out. Really a lot harder to hit now that they changed things. Before, that was just completely imbalanced. EG going to wait for the wave to come through. IG going to wait to see if they can bait out something without losing too much. They really cannot commit to a team fight. They just don't have the power. And they know this, and they're very disciplined, so they're not going to just throw it. And Tidehunter is going to hit himself off a gush onto YYF. YYF going to pop off track onto Enigma. They really want to look for that black hole. And the bear is going to try to push them out of the way. And it's going to do so. Actually, the track is up on an illusion, so that is not what they want. And looks like yeah, IG they cannot take a team fight. I think does Tidehunter have his pipe up? He does have his pipe up, so even if Sand King wants to initiate, it's going to be still difficult. Pipe is now popped off. They're really going to go in for this one. And EG still not going to commit. YYF is still here. They're really still trying to get this bait. Not going to be able to get the bait. He's going to go down. YYF goes down. Before anything happens, he buys back into the game. And the bear is going to be finished off. They're looking to get the tower. They know that the pipe is down. They do have 40 seconds to be able to do something with the Sand King. YYF is back in here. They're trying to deal damage to Demon. Demon, too tanky, though. Able to withstand the damage, and they're going to be able to get themselves some barracks. Barracks should go down right now. Yes, it does. They're going to try to get the second set of barracks. They're not backing out so far. Still farming up the creep wave, and I think, yeah, they know that they have the advantage. They know that IG does not want to take a team fight until they know the ultimates are down. If they know they don't use the ultimates, they don't even have to use the ultimates for them to be powerful, as you can see. They are powerful enough just as a bluff tool. Like, are we going to do it? Are we going to pop it off? I'm pushing this tower, this middle tier 3 tower. Really not getting enough. Pipe popped off again. They're saying, you know what, we're just going to pop this thing down. And what are you going to do about it? You're going to have to try to deal damage to us right now. We have a track now picked up here from Boba, which is really useful for them. Track's where they are. Able to hit it off on Lone Druid. And Morphling's going to come himself in, get rid of YYF. Enigma actually just gets a kill on that somehow. And Ravage has now been popped off. Now the Chuan and the Bear go in. And they're going to pop out Black Hole, getting a huge amount of heroes on this one. This is not good. Waveform coming through, going to finish off that. And Joe, he is, he may get away from this. But is that going to be another barracks? And GG has been called out by IG. They know that they don't have the team fight to be able to take this. EG playing to their strength, taking down the big ones. And it is going to go on to game 2. And EG, probably they're a bit of a one-trick pony, though, so they're going to have to continue to get the heroes that give them the team fight that they're looking for. Morphling, just a genius, a great carry for them. So much AoE damage, be able to come out from their side of the equation, winning the game, radiant victory. Game 3 coming up here on Love is Dead. I know that everyone else is tuning in, but at least I'm doing this for myself. That's really the only reason you should do anything. Just because you love doing it, and I really do love doing it. I really love casting. Anyways, stretch, maybe grab myself a little bit of snack. Signing off.